It has been a long-standing Japanese custom to soak in a warm bath at the end of the day to relieve fatigue and relax both physically and mentally. This time, I will summarize when the habit of taking a bath, which Japanese people love, started. The beginning of the bath is said to be the Buddhist bathing that was introduced in the 6th century. In Buddhism, cleaning and purifying oneself was one of the important tasks for human beings who served the Buddhism. Therefore, it seems that many temples had a place called a bathhouse to cleanse the body, and it was open to sick and the poor folk. Then in the Kamakura period, from 1185 to 1333, in order to make people happy, the people of the temple began to open the bathhouse to the general public for free. From the end of the warring state period, templars began to collect bathing fees. This is also said to be the beginning of the public bath. In the Muromachi period, from 1336 to 1573, not only temples but also private public baths were born. At this time, there were two types of public baths. The first is a bathhouse close to a modern sauna, which heats the room. The second is called a bathhouse, which is similar to a modern public bath, where hot water is put into the bathtub. The heyday of public baths was the period of high economic growth in the late 1960s. By this time, there were more than 3 times as many public baths as there are today in Japan. There were a few public baths within walking distance of my house. However, the times have changed, and it has become commonplace for each household to have a bath. It was around the mid-1970s that I had a home bath at my house. After that, the number of public bath users decreased, and at the same time the facilities became obsolete. In addition, adverse conditions such as soaring fuel prices and the shortage of successors combined, and the decline of public baths began. In recent years, the number of super public baths and hot spring facilities in urban areas, which also have entertainment facilities other than baths, has increased. Due to these factors, the traditional public baths became difficult to manage and decreased sharply. However, even in such a situation, some people are trying hard to continue the old-fashioned public bath. They are planning events to attract young people to public baths for the elderly, and are posting their activities on SNS. In addition, there is a public bath that has a skateboarding practice area on the second floor of the public bath, and the public bath is used on the way back from skating to increase sales. The other day, I went to a traditional public bath for the first time in more than 40 years. An elderly woman was sitting at the reception, and the back of the screen was a dressing room, and there was a bath in the back. Take off your clothes at the dressing room and head to the bath with shampoo, conditioner, body shampoo, and a thick towel. When I slid the sliding door of the bath into the bathroom, there was a bathtub for several people in the middle. Just like the public bath I used to go to, you first pour hot water on yourself and then take a bath. Nowadays, it is better to wash your body lightly before entering. But in the old days, people only used to pour hot water, then enter the bathtub, warm their bodies, and then wash their bodies. The bathtub was deep because it was designed to stand up. The temperature of the hot water at that time was so hot that I couldn't take a bath for a long time. However, another shallow and small bath was at the right temperature, so I slowly soaked in it. It has been discovered to adjust the temperature of hot water for a long time, and when someone said to the woman at the reception from the bath, "It's hot," she lowered the temperature of bath only in a small public bath. We will continue to introduce Japanese culture through anime. If you find it useful, please give it a high rating and subscribe to our channel.